A lot of teenagers wake up every day with a strange feeling. They're not sad. They're not lazy. They're not even unhappy all the time. They just feel lost. Majid felt it too. He went to school, did what was expected, followed the rules. But deep inside, something didn't feel right. He didn't know what he wanted. He didn't know where he was going. And no one ever sat him down to explain why this feeling happens. So Majid assumed the problem was him. But it wasn't. Part 1. What feeling lost really is. Most teenagers think feeling lost means, I have no direction. I'm behind everyone else. I don't know my purpose. But feeling lost usually means something deeper. It means your childhood identity is fading. Your adult identity isn't formed yet. Your brain is still developing. Your emotions are becoming more complex. You're in between stages. Majid realized that he wasn't failing at life. He was transitioning. And transitions are uncomfortable by nature. No one tells teenagers this. Part 2. Your brain is changing faster than your life. Majid didn't know this at the time, but his brain was undergoing massive change. Teenage brains develop emotion and desire before logic and long-term planning. That means teenagers feel things deeply before they fully understand them. So confusion feels intense. Pressure feels overwhelming. Uncertainty feels scary. But society expects teenagers to act like adults, while their brains are still learning how. This mismatch alone makes many teens feel lost. Not because they're weak, but because expectations are unrealistic. Part 3. School teaches structure. Life removes it. Majid was used to structure. Timetables, assignments, clear instructions, clear goals. But as he grew older, structure slowly disappeared. Suddenly people asked, what do you want to be? What's your plan? Where is your life going? No one taught him how to answer those questions. School trains teenagers to follow paths. Life asks them to create one. And when guidance disappears, confusion takes over. That's when many teenagers start feeling lost. Part 4. The pressure to have it all figured out. Majid noticed pressure everywhere. Adults said, these are the most important years of your life. Social media said, everyone else is ahead of you. Friends said, I already know what I want. But inside, Majid felt blank. He felt rushed to choose a future he didn't understand yet. This pressure creates fear, not motivation. And fear shuts down clarity. Teenagers don't need pressure to figure life out. They need space to explore it. Part 5. Why social media makes feeling lost worse. Majid spent hours scrolling. Everyone looked confident. Everyone looked successful. Everyone looked certain. But social media shows results, not confusion. Teenagers compare their behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. So feeling lost starts to feel like, I'm the only one struggling. But the truth is, most teenagers feel lost quietly. They just don't post it. Part 6. Why boys feel this in silence. Majid didn't talk about his confusion. Not because he didn't feel it, but because he didn't have the words. Boys are rarely taught how to express uncertainty. They're taught to suppress it. So feeling lost shows up as anger, isolation, lack of motivation, overthinking at night. Not because boys don't care, but because they don't feel safe to speak. Silence doesn't mean strength. It often means confusion without guidance. Part 7. Why feeling lost is actually a sign of growth. Majid learned something powerful later on. People who never feel lost often never question their lives. Feeling lost means you're thinking deeper. You're becoming self-aware. You're questioning patterns. You're starting to choose consciously. Confusion is not the opposite of intelligence. It's often the beginning of it. Before clarity comes questioning. Before direction comes awareness. Feeling lost is not the end. It's the middle. Part 8. What actually helps when you feel lost? Majid didn't suddenly find himself. What helped was smaller, quieter changes. He stopped rushing answers. He started learning about emotions. He reflected instead of comparing. He focused on habits instead of outcomes. He realized clarity grows from understanding, not from pressure. Teenagers don't need to know everything. They need to understand themselves better than yesterday. Part 9. What no one tells teenagers. No one tells teenagers. You're allowed to be unsure. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to grow slowly. Life is not a race, and adolescence is not a deadline. Majid wasn't behind. He was learning. The reassurance that builds loyalty. If you feel lost right now, listen carefully. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you've failed. And it doesn't mean you're running out of time. It means you're growing into someone new. And growth always feels uncertain before it feels clear. You're not alone in this feeling. And you don't have to figure everything out today.